welcome to this evening's program. Tyler, would you like to tell us what we have on the journey tonight?
Well, tonight we're talking about the crystals, their properties, their vibrations, how the ancients have used them for thousands of years in certain different ways, their healing properties. And we'll also do with a crystal bowl, show you the vibration and the healing sounds of that. And we'll also be doing using the pendulum. So all those that have a crystal or handy or a pendulum, make sure it's handy for when we go through the how to use a pendulum, the yes and no, the questions, how to use it on the how we heal ourselves by using it on the 7 chakras. And my name is Ty, by the way. Anyway, this is our 2nd episode, so don't worry, we most probably make a few mistakes along the way, but as we grow and get used to the equipment that we have, the shows will get better and better. And we'll go deeper and deeper as we go, take each show on a journey, as each one is designed to lightly go. First off, we started with meditation, now crystals. Next week we'll talk about vibration and the vibrational healing tools. And so we'll go slowly deeper and deeper as each episode or stream live happens.
Yeah.
And here is my beautiful co-host, Ali.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, my name is Ali. And yes, so this evening's program sounds very interesting indeed. And just to let everyone know again that this is an interactive program. So we'd love to hear from you if you've got some questions or you'd like to contribute in any way. Do that. On your screen you should see a 3x3 9-dot square little panel up in the right hand section of your screen. If you were to click on that, you'll see another section that says Q&A, question and answers. So that's where you can type in any questions or any contributions you'd like to share with us. And that way we can answer you, and as we go deeper and further into the programs, we can patch different people in digitally through video calls. So yes, I think we've got lots to cover, indeed. So we'd love to hear from you.
Now, have you ever thought about communication? How we talk through the computer or through most of even early radios? Now, with all forms of communication, if you took one aspect out of the equation, none of it would work. Nobody would be able to communicate either through their mobiles, computers, TVs.
Yeah, so many different ways. A lot of digital devices that we rely on today. Yeah.
Would not work without this one device. Can you think of the one device that it is? I suppose you connected the 2 subjects together, the crystal, yes. All forms of communication work on crystals, either man-made or natural. From your early radios through your early TVs, they used to be what they called crystallized radios. They used to have a massive big crystal in the back of them to make them work.
Yeah.
So when you think about that, and the ancients, how they used to use crystals.
Yeah.
Well, you think about the breastplates, all your crowns and all that have certain crystals and gold. And gold is one of the best conductors of energy known to man.
Right, and they would be, embedded in their clothing and armor, things like that.
As either protective or, and sometimes the crowns of certain crystals would be over their 3rd eye, the crown, and around the crown, which are the 2 higher levels of chakra, your third eye in your crown. And with the Incas, and that they used to have gold around there, that with a little, like sometimes a crystal in the middle of it, because they understood that how to amplify their third eye and the energy from it.
Yeah, yeah. And they knew how to communicate with the crystal really to be able to access the information as well. Which,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's a very important part.
Well, all crystals, when you look at them, they've been in the ground for a long time. So for however long they've been in the ground, they hold all that memory of what's ever happened to this earth around that particular time, for however old they are.
Right. And that is stored within them.
The crystal, when you learn to tune in and sit with a crystal, can open up in many different ways. It can take you on a journey.
Yeah. Well, it's fascinating the formation of crystals, like you just touched on there. They're so beautiful and exquisite, and a lot of them are created in such dark places.
Well, virtually for things to happen like diamonds, that you need extreme heat and volcanic heat to virtually form certain diamonds, and even though they've been in the earth for a long period of time, like volcanic glass, obsidian.
Yes.
That's what they virtually call is the Shaman's ball, the seer's ball. It's virtually like your clear quartz crystal, when people are able to look into clear quartz and tune in with the crystals of other people's past, present, and future through the crystal ball reading. Same as what a black obsidian is for a shaman.
Yeah.
They can see things just like in the clear quartz crystals, same as in the black.
Yes, and when you have that real connection with the crystal, it can reveal
A lot of things like black obsidian repels all negative energy. Most crystals have certain vibrations or energy attached to it. That's why some you can put out in the sun or the full moon or anything like that to cleanse them. Some people say the ocean, but when you look at the ocean, it's a salt content, and salt is a crystal. So what you're doing is putting small particles of another crystal onto another crystal, which changes its form.
Okay. I haven't considered that before.
And not many people have specialists in that, and then they virtually change the whole structure, because you virtually don't just have one property anymore. The sea salt that has gone into the fine cracks and created another part of the crystal.
And that would add to the vibrational field
of the crystal, yeah, of course. Some people think that you can virtually put in, you can put your hard crystals like your amethyst, clear quartz, and all that into the ocean, and that because they're hard, the salt won't stick to it. But with your softer crystals, you put sea salt with them type of thing. It changes the whole structure of the crystal.
That's interesting. And there, you were touching on it then, there's just such a vast variety of different crystals as well. You know, you said the amethyst, then the clear quartz crystal, we've got our obsidian. There's just such an array of crystals.
There is. It's and crystals can be a personal thing too. It's I find that with crystals, when you're drawn to a crystal, they have a way of saying, "Here, pick me," type of thing. There was this one person that I was telling that just before to Ellie about this lady that I told to grab a crystal. And she walked into this crystal shop, and she was walking around, and the crystal that I told her to get virtually hit her in the head. And she took that as a bad omen, and came back to me and said, she didn't get it because the Christ told her not to virtually. And I said, no, that's wrong. It was saying, here I am, grab me. It's just like if a book falls off a shelf or something, it's saying, here I am.
That's right. Yeah.
It's amazing how people change, have one look at one perception and put fear into it, when all it was saying, here I am, trying to make it easier for her.
Look, I've got a whole store full of crystals. I better make my presence known. Yeah.
And, well, Ali, I see you have this crystal with you a fair bit. Could you tell me why you meditate with it and why you use that one crystal?
Yeah, I have been tending to favour this labradorite of late, and it seems to have been following me or asking to come along on such journeys a lot. Labradorite, and it is such a beautiful, gentle crystal. It has a lot of quite mystical and magical kind of energies to it, and so I'm just allowing that to kind of be my vibration. I suppose that's in some way perhaps spirit telling me, allow this in, utilise the energies of labradorite, and I've been really finding it's been lovely in the meditations, because I've been really able to find that really peaceful place where I can just be, and I find that it helps me really rest into the meditation, and then from that the experiences seem to be for me personally, so
Takes you into different so-called worlds through meditation and things like that? Would you say?
Yeah, definitely. Different worlds, different just allowing that vibration into my beingness too. Allowing me to be like with worlds within worlds, perhaps. But I love lots of different crystals. Selenite's a real favourite as well. And again, it's making with silica. See, it's all based back to, of course, our crystals and things here on the planet. Yeah. And we do get different stuff that some say that isn't practical techniques, and people receive quite a lot of information when they connect to it as well. Have you heard different stories of that?
I've heard of different people connecting with crystals, tuning into people from Atlantis and from different planets and through crystals, able to tune in, and wherever that crystal's been has that memory. And then there's been that's right, weren't you going to do a card for everyone tonight, just to draw in that energy that we're going to do?
Yeah, we had a little discussion. We thought we could have some crystal cards, so why not play a little, because we could. So
I wonder what we'll draw out tonight.
Yes.
These are all about different crystals.
Turquoise, wholeness. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, turquoise and wholeness. That's a very lovely crystal, isn't it? And it was used a lot in previous civilizations. Turquoise quite prolifically, wasn't it?
Well, the American Indigenous Indians used to use turquoise quite a bit, and it's been used in a lot of different healing ceremonies, and virtually certain turquoise is very hard to come by now. Originally, it's very scarce, a lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of what people buy is imitation turquoise.
That we see on the market these days, yeah. Which is a shame.
Well, there's they do that with certain other crystals too. They heat them up to a certain thing to change their formation.
Yes, yeah. And some crystals that they add, like they heat up like gold and add the gold to like clear quartz crystal as well to change that and get your aquaboards.
And also they can heat up clear quartz to turn it into amethyst, and they can heat up amethyst to turn it into citrine. Citrine is a very rare crystal, so they heat it up, and it looks like citrine. It goes into a goldy yellow colour, which are the 3 stages of clear quartz turns into amethyst, and then amethyst turns into citrine.
Yeah.
So you have the 3 stages of one crystal over a period of time.
Yeah.
Depending where it is too, it can change. I've had one that's had the whole 3 of them in it, all in different places. It changes through the weather. There's an effect on the amethyst and the clear quartz.
Yeah. Wow. Over eons of time and that as well. So that's lots of information to be stored on the crystal within the crystals, isn't it?
It is. It's very. Crystals have not just healing properties. They have a lot of wisdom. When people tune into them, they can help them in many different ways. And talking about that, you can virtually tell them about the pendulum.
Okay. Pendulums, because that's the topic we're going to cover tonight. And pendulums can be made from a variety of different things. We can make them from everyday things we've got around the home, strands of hair, a ring. In this instance, we're lucky enough again to have a bit of crystal, again the labradorite, so it's been popular on a bit of string. And so pendulums, I'm not sure, and I'll leave that to you in a moment, the history on them and how they came about, but pendulums can be used for tools to connect in with, I suppose, our own spirit when we're seeking answers or a variety of different scenarios.
And how do you seek the answers of the pendulum while you've got it spinning? Can you give a demonstration?
Firstly, I have used a pendulum a little bit before, so I haven't. I've connected with this crystal before, and I think that's a very important first step for anybody is connecting with the crystal. So you've got that bond, you've got that energy flow between you, and it's very simple to do. And I found that I just placed it in my hand, it seemed to be my left hand, and hold it and breathe with it. Just a couple of deep breaths and really take a moment, feel my breath, and then ask and allow if it's okay to be in sync with this particular crystal. And just breathe together as one. You could just spend a moment fostering your connection with your crystal. And then some simple techniques to see if you are connected. You could ask, well, my name is Ali, but I could say, is my name Ty? No, but sorry, before that I should ask a yes or no question. Yeah. If my crystal, please show me yes. Okay, if you could please stop. And could you please indicate a no? So for me, in this instance, crystal's swinging in the opposite direction. Okay, so let's test that theory. Okay, so is my name Ty? No. Is my name Ali? And it's giving me back to my yes indication. So that's one quick little technique to, see if yes or no are correct. You've read that right? Yeah. And then you can ask, depending on what your purpose is, for using this tool, you could ask different questions and things like that. You can use it as, if you're in the bush as a, please show me a direction. to wander in, or which direction do I need to go? And I think for tonight's purpose, we're connecting in, and you're going to show us with some chakras as well.
Yeah, we'll do that a bit later in the show. There's also many ways you can use a pendulum. You virtually can make one out of a nut and a bit of string. You can use a necklace, anything that has a bit of weight in it. A necklace with a pendulum on it, or a symbol like Ali's got around her neck there. And what I've always done is not only can they be used for healing. Say you've lost something throughout the house. Say money you put somewhere, you've forgotten where you put it, and you have a visual of that money, and you put that thought and that into your pendulum, and it'll guide you to wherever the money is. It'll just go quicker and quicker and quicker. And when you're virtually close, you'll know by the pull of it. I've used them to find ley lines throughout the earth and different other places like that. Yes and no, if I'm not sure of something, that's very good. And with the pendulums, the more that you connect with them, like Ali was saying, the stronger they become. A lot of people, when they first try it, they tend to, it doesn't move quite as much as somebody else that has been doing it for years, and they take it rather personally, but they've got to remember that person's been doing it for years, so they've got a full-on connection that's virtually straight away.
Yeah, that's right.
If you do it for the first time, it mightn't spin like that, it might just spin slightly, but the more that you concentrate and connect with it, the more it will spin and get wider and wider.
Yeah, and that might take time, it's a process.
It does.
It's worthwhile, and it is a tool. It is only a tool, and not to become heavily reliant on it as well, I suppose would be also.
Well, all things are tools. It depends on the person that's using the tool is how it works.
Yeah, and so knowing what kind of questions to ask as well, is a very important part of the process of using a pendulum too, isn't it?
Just like when people sometimes go to see a psychic or a clairvoyant, they have all those questions in their head. Once they go to see one, all those questions disappear and they can't think of anything to ask.
No, why is that? Yes. So pendulums can be very fun, they can be very useful.
They can be there. I've used them quite a bit throughout, as we're going to virtually demonstrate, as a person can heal themselves or help heal themselves through pendulums by using the chakra system. Now, what I'm going to ask Ali to do is just move back a bit, and we'll do it, and I'll show you. And if you're not sure about the chakra system, on our webpage, at journeyman1.com, up on the top of the right-hand photos, it's got the chakra system. It's got it all pointed out, so if you ever want reference, or we've got a chakra page and everything like that, so just click on that and you'll find out more information. So first off, we start off with, could you just move back here so they can move on, virtually see where we start with. And virtually for the base chakra, we start it down here. See how it's spinning? And you leave it there for a few minutes. This is also what they call chakra balancing too. It balances each chakra as you do it. Now we'll go up to the sacral. And now we'll go to the solar plex.
Whilst you're doing that,
Now we'll go over the heart. Now we'll go to the throat. Now we'll go to the third eye. Now we'll go to the crown. About 2 inches above the head. And now, once you're finished, you normally go back down. And how did you feel, Ali?
I'm pretty blissed out. I really started to feel the kick in when we came around the third eye and went with that one. Yes.
Those
Thank
things you can try at home with a other people and just see how they feel the energy and see how you feel the energy yourself. And now